Entrepreneurs, life changers, how are you? Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. My name is Zheng, the Abundant Entrepreneurship and Thought Leadership Coach. We're now live inside of our Abundant Entrepreneurs Facebook group. Today, let's get into one of my favorite topic. Today, our episode is 221. Let's talk about find your blue ocean. That's why I'm today wearing the blue. So the blue color remind you, okay, hope you can remind you, the blue ocean, find your blue ocean and leave competition behind. Okay, so how many of you heard, right? If you are entrepreneurs or like business owners and you hear people around of you, everybody is worried about the competition, right? Especially like initially it's a competition among the peers, within the industry or competition across industries. Right now we have AI competition, right? So many people worry about they will lose their job or they will lose their business, and the AI is replacing quite some functions and quite some like careers and also business opportunities, right? So now in this kind of a market, the competition is more than ever. It's like every day so many people are worried, they are in that anxiety, feel like okay, all this kind of new trends and new technologies, they're feeling that they are behind, right? So and now they feel like competition is making them behind. Today we are talking about how to find your blue ocean so that you can leave the competition behind. So let's first talk about how come this kind of a topic, right? Like a blue ocean. Initially, when I heard about it years ago, I did not know this book. I thought, initially I thought, that mentor is like a genius. So I created this kind of a concept. And then after through all this kind of years of learning and research, I found that the original concept actually is from the book. It's called the Blue Ocean Strategy. It's actually, let me refer to it correctly. It's published in 2005, the best-selling book by Harvard Business Review Press by Mr. W. Chan Kim and Relay Mabogany, pronunciation maybe not correct, but they published this book, and it's now 20 years later. It's still a great book to refer to, and I actually get this information through another competition for, let's say, for high schoolers. It's called the Blue Ocean Competition. Very interesting, right? That one, even from the name itself, is like a blue ocean, right? This is a new concept. It's a blue ocean. The idea conveyed by the concept, it's not just like a new, right? It's been there, and people talk about find your differentiation, how to make you stand apart from your competitors, right? To make yourself unique. All this kind of ideas already existing there for maybe thousands of years. But the blue ocean strategy, this concept, and also the contrast to it is red ocean. Both red ocean and blue ocean, this kind of concepts and also the strategies behind it, right? It's quite innovative. So give applause to them and thank them for this kind of an introduction, and give people the new idea and the zone of creativity, and also the strategies introduced. It's very helpful, and people are thinking about like now. Let's first understand what is like red ocean, right? If you think about red ocean, it's quite fierce, right? Red ocean means like you can imagine that from this color is quite warning, quite fierce, and its competition is high competitive place. You can just imagine, for example, in the ocean, the blue ocean, there are like small fishes and bigger fishes, and even like say sharks, right? Those bigger fish is biting those smaller ones and get all the blood. Big competition is crowded, and so the water is like already like become red because like there's death, there's fighting competition, like death and life kind of a fight, right? So there's blood, that's bloody, and so it's not a good place to survive, right? So it's like a red ocean. That means a lot of crowd and competition. And now in the blue ocean, think about another side. The blue ocean, it's broad, it's open, it's blue color, it's calm down, right? The ocean is like a flat, it's like very quiet and calm, and you can swim inside of it. You enjoy imagine it, Hawaii, let's say Hawaii or some island you love, right? And you enjoy the sunlight, enjoy the beautiful like shore views, and you have a so big huge ocean for you to swim. It's almost like it's unlimited for you, right? That kind of enjoyable. Just think about your vacation, okay, in by the ocean or by the beach. So that's like a really nice environment, right? You can fully enjoy to express yourself. Okay, imagine that. So blue ocean means like a broad and abundant place for you to express your talent and provide your best opportunities. In entrepreneurship, it's really like you it's like you could not find any competition, and it's also like make uh, the competition is like irrelevant to you. There's nothing about it. You do not need to worry about the competition. Okay, it's just like, okay, yeah. Another example is like another day, um, very close to life. I went to the swimming pool. Normally, the big public swimming pool, right? It's crowded, very crowded. But once it's like it's now getting to colder time, and much less people are going, especially during the evening, like a dinner time. Other people fairly maybe have only a few people there, so everyone can occupy one lane, or the whole family pool, big Olympic size family pool, right? A few people, so you have plenty of space. It's just like, oh, this is like my private swimming pool. It's like Olympic size, that kind of a feeling. Okay, the swimming pool is also like a blue. I occasionally have that kind of experience. I just feel like, oh, okay, this is more relevant to me. This is like more my personal experience, right? I dare not to swim in the ocean, but I did have a Hawaii vacation with my family. Yeah, when we are like by the beach and also on the boat, like the ocean is so open and broad. It's just like the resource is unlimited, right? That kind of an environment. So this kind of a comparison, red ocean and blue ocean. I hope you were to get at the concept. So now for the blue ocean, how can you create your own blue ocean instead of like every day worried and fight inside of like a red ocean, right? And especially for the red ocean reality, let's say entrepreneurs, business owners, how many of you spend a lot of time and energy worry about the competition so that you want to improve your features, right, of your products or like services? You want to just like add more, and how can I become the best, right? Every day you're fighting, and even sometimes thinking about how can I reduce the price, the cut the budget, and to make my services more competitive, right? You always have that competition in your mind and that kind of stress, and this is limiting you, really. That red ocean, right? Even think about it, it's limiting your imagination and your talents. So it's not fun at all. Okay, so the water turns red from the fierce competition. And for example, there's some example like airlines, right? during, during airlines like a price wars, we had that. And but now maybe it's better, but it's still like the airlines industry is quite competitive. I know some, for example, like Spirit, right? Spirit Airline. I know it's not very good quality, like a high end services, but they survived because they find a way like to provide the lowest pricing. Sometimes maybe not necessarily lowest price, but looks like it's like a lowest pricing, right? And but it's not good. If they're all cutting price, it's hurting the airlines development as well. That's no wonder the quality is going down quickly, right? So no fun. It's especially for our customers. We suffer from their lower quality and everything else you need to pay. And we were joking that eventually you need to pay for the water. And yeah, basically like a sitting by like any kind of a let's say some like a perks, let's say like luggages, right? Now they even limiting, you can only carry one purse, maybe even like one carry-on stuff. Some airlines are charging you face, and some other airlines try to become creative. By the way, they are doing advertise. We would say like direct selling, by those attendants inside of a flight. So that's how you can see the red ocean, right? But it sounds like the direct selling now becomes almost like a blue ocean for them. It's like new ideas, but you never know. Once they do keep doing that more, and the customer will get tired, right? That will also be like a red ocean. So, okay, and the other things like smartphones companies competing on specs. And by the way, I even now thinking about even for the let's say like initially we would say for the blue ocean examples, right? Like Tesla was a blue ocean example, like from all this kind of fuel, gas fueled cars, traditional cars, right? And Tesla innovated a new way to sell electrical car. Is more like a sustainable way, and it become popular and dominated the market for quite some years, right? But now there are more competitions going up. I know that in China there are so many new brands of new electrical cars, right, competing. So I know that Tesla is not having a good market now in China. So the market share initially is like dominant, and now it's like shared by the local brands. So now it's like there is become a little bit like a red ocean now. So it's like you need to be, how to say, innovative, keep that innovation. And maybe the blue ocean could sustain for a while, but you cannot just satisfied and stay there, right? You need to always be innovative and think from your blue ocean how you can get to a next level. But I know uh, uh, like Elon Musk, very creative, super creative person, right? He's always like being quite innovative and creative, and so he's always creating some like a blue ocean, including his involvement in the politics, right? It's like a blue ocean to us, and he used that to initially increase his popularity, but it's also like two edges of thoughts, right? Popularity, and another side is also being hated. But anyway, politics is another area, and try not to involve into it, right? Especially if you integrate your business with politics, that's a little red flag. It's not a very how to say, secure way to go, because politics is too complicated. So business people do not get into there. But within a business zone, you can be very creative how to create your blue zone, that for quite a while you can have you can create really like a market dominance, and especially you can shine in the market, and there's no competition, and your values will be like so unique, and you create new demand. So you do not just target the current customer, right? Because everybody's competing for current customers, and you want to create your blue zone, blue ocean, and create your new demand and the customer. And for some quite some years, right, you could be the one shine in the market. And nothing could be like forever, because we all have a limited life. But as long as you are living here, you can create some unique values, right? And unique your unique brand and unique blue ocean market, and that will be great for our values to be contributed the most way, right? So let's say now, how can we develop the let's say the blue ocean mindset, we would call, right? The book is called the Blue Ocean Strategy. Before we get into strategies and all those like practical steps, we want to talk about the mindset. So there's some core principles. First, we think about blue ocean is not like how can we get into blue ocean. So do not focus on competition, right? We do not want to chase or compete. Instead, we create. That's idea, especially love. I even have some programs I called like abundant creators. We focus on creation, because only by we are all creators, right? Like if you, doesn't matter what you, how to say, you believe in any kind of a faith, but we are all created in this universe, right? All these lives, all these kind of things we now saying is all created from almost nothing. Many like billions of years ago, there was nothing, just matter in this universe and gas in the universe, like that, right? So eventually, how that's still like a myth, for scientific myth, how eventually, right, through so many years of either revolution, evolution, or like a creation, right? The universal intelligence or God created this world from nothing, almost nothing, right? At least our eyes could not see it, but eventually come to all this kind of tangible existence and also intangible existing things. Our universe is amazing, right? It's unimaginable, even beyond our imagination. But one idea is this universe is really abundant, right? Unlimited. The universe is forever. It's not like forever. Even we all gone, even the earth is gone, the universe will still be there. And so the blue ocean mindset is first like we do not compete. Okay, do not compete. We want to create. We are all creators. We were born to be creators. That's what differentiate, especially like of course the animals also have creativity, like ability, right? But at lower level, our human beings now so far on this earth, in this universe, so far we could find the highest intelligence species, right? And also creatures, the most intelligent and also wise, and compared with many other creatures. So we are creators. Believe it or not, right? We have that capability, and we have unlimited imagination. We have this kind of a really like a creative power and inner gifts for us to be creators. Okay. So that's a mindset we need to focus on, not on like a competing or chasing, but instead create. Focus on like creation, okay, create. And then there's some other like mindset we want to focus on. For example, how we can, um, like the core values, like how we create values. The value should be unique that only you can create. Okay, so that's where we emphasize you want to like we talk about, by the way, like there's some different like concepts, right? For example, niche. Talk about the niche. Niche is also idea quite similar to the blue ocean, a little bit like similar to blue ocean. That's also like a your unique zone, okay, where you can provide the your unique services or like products and to serve other people, and there's barely like a competition. And that's niche is also like a make yourself differentiate from other people and other services, and to be unique, and the values to be unique. And that for the niche part is also like a similar to this blue ocean. You want to start with you, okay, what's your purpose, what's your passion, what's your gifts, what's your life's experience, right? What's your epiphany moments. All these things make you, and then like directly your services to be unique. Okay, always do not forget about you as the core instead of just chasing the market trend. Even though now I know the AI is super popular and so many people think that, oh, okay, in AI there's like opportunities are unlimited, we can do this and that, but do not just follow the trend. Okay, I know AI is popular now, but you still want to find what specifically from your purpose, your passion, your gifts, your life's like your expertise, your life's journey, that can create something unique. Okay, so even though like so many people are now crowded into AI now is becoming a little bit like a red ocean already, right? It's like a red ocean, and so many entrepreneurs are like nervous. They want to catch the trend, but same time they are fear of all this kind of a competition as well. So this is a red ocean. So, but you do not want to just follow the trend. How you can create in the AI, let's say, for example, if you are interested in AI, you do not necessarily, okay, not like you have to be related to AI to be successful, okay, some traditional ways, but if you can find your blue ocean, can still be very successful as well, right? Eventually, just take AI as our tool. Don't be threatened by it, okay? Just our could take it as one of our best friends and our thinking partner, our like a consultant and whatever our tool, okay, our assistant. Take it the best way is like take it as our assistant. I think that position is the best for AI. So like not best friend, but you still want a human friends, right? But take AI as your best, let's say a supportive friend, and also like let's say the assistant for you to pursue your dreams and become successful, okay, assistant. Now, so the mindset further down is like how to create your differentiated unique values. The value is not just like based, of course, based on your purpose, your background, everything, and your vision and your unique core. And also you want to match that with the market needs, okay? Match your purpose, your passion, and your expertise combination with the market needs. Find that sweet spot that normally we call a niche, and you can also call that area will be where your blue ocean starts. Okay, so the blue ocean, let's give some example, right? We've already talked about the Tesla. Talked about like Apple iTunes. I personally do not listen to like Apple iTunes, but I heard that's a great way for people to download or listen to the music online. So it's quite popular as well. It's also like a created like a blue ocean from a traditional way people search online or somewhere, right, to get it. But now it make it so handy from your, I know my kids, right? Every day they're wearing their earphone to listen to some music. I guess maybe they're using their either like Apple iTunes or some other similar kind of application, I guess. So there must be some like uniqueness there, right? So they stick to it, and that's some kind of a like a creative zone. And many other areas, For example, I take myself as example, blue zone, the blue ocean. When I started my business, I did not have this kind of idea of blue ocean, right? I just followed my passion, my purpose. And by the way, if you follow your passion, purpose, and vision, majority time you will not falling into you will not really direct into that red ocean, because you will already follow your unique purpose, your unique core, unique experience. So you already find some like uniqueness. But if you really learn the blue ocean strategy and all this kind of practical steps, it will make you more strategically planning your area, right? So for now, for example, I started 16 years ago as a happiness coach. And through the years, initial happiness coach is more like life coaching, right? I found like life coaching is quite it's not where I fully can solve the problem. Let's say, for example, so many entrepreneurs, they do want to find their life's purpose, right? Help them find their life purpose and start to do what they love to do, and find their their passion and start a business, and then how to find their life's meaning and to be happy, right? That's just one side. But eventually, I found so many passionate entrepreneurs could not fulfill their idea, could not fulfill their passion, and they struggle with, for example, the how to turn a business into turn their passion, let's say purpose and passion, into profit. And so many people struggling on this part, right? So many people are not so good at let's say messaging their idea, how to clarify their niche. That's the first step. Many people do not know how to clarify their niche. Many people have cloudy ideas and all this kind of shifting, conflicting ideas, and also changing time from time. Even some of my clients rather keep changing. After a while, they change their niche. So that's where we focus on helping them to clarify their best niche that match their purpose, their call, right? The best expertise, so that it could be like a relatively stable direction. And that will, because if you find your uniqueness, find your niche, if you put your efforts and time, you can accumulate. It's just like compounding effect, right? You can accumulate your impact and results, and your influence in those communities. So you need a relatively stable one, and of course you can fine tune it, but the direction should be similar. And to me, actually, since the beginning 16 years ago, because I followed my purpose and passion, thank God, until now, today, I'm still on that big direction. Even though I further fine-tuned, like my blue ocean, it's not just life coaching now. And then I found people need the help to turn the passion into profit, right? And to really fulfill the business. So and also because of my executive MBA background and my 13 years of big corporate experience, including I did consulting, I did operation, I also did the performance management. So all that kind of expertise, you see, this is you need to find your unique background, your unique expertise, your unique life's journey, to combine that with your life's purpose, right? And then I developed from there, eventually developed into my abundance coaching. And also because my personal life transformation, right? I get into philosophically from a happiness level to really abundance level. I feel like it's really into that kind of a more faithful and wisdom level of fulfillment. So in the abundance area, in my universe, right, abundance universe, I've already visioned and imagined all this kind of planned this kind of movement to covering from the abundance model. I call abundance model, and five wealth, from a love wealth to your health wealth, time wealth, finance wealth, or your money wealth, and the impact wealth. These 5 areas combine the complete a comprehensive abundance model, and this is my fundamental framework. And based on that, I created, for example, abundant creators, and to help visionary entrepreneurs, life changers like you, right? Hopefully we can work together to help you clarify your niche and create your unique brand, your content, like your messaging, right? And your offer, the signature offers and value ladders, and your community, expand your community, and help you become a thought leader, an expert and thought leaders to stand out, and also at the same time to build your system and your personal mindset and energy, so that you stand out as a confident expert and thought leader. so you can transform more lives. So eventually my niche or my blue ocean evolved into this, and now through further analysis I found this is a great let's say advantage for me. Like almost I feel like the competition is irrelevant, because this is unique from my value, from my purpose, from my gifts. And I not just cover the life coaching or spiritual coaching area, right? So that part I feel like it's just too much. It's only like a mindset, but I want some tangible measurement, tangible results, and practical area, right? So another side, it's not just like a business strategy consulting. There are so many this kind of a coaching as well, but they focus too much on just like a goals and like a mechanical kind of accountability, and it's just like the goals and meet the goals, or just strategically just finish that kind of targets. It's too mechanical. And so my blue ocean is combine abundance, this abundance, not just the framework, that this kind of mindset, this kind of practice together with business, combining together. So it's like it's a bridging the soul and the strategy together. And for our entrepreneurs to create, to before they create actually a like abundant business, they first experience the transformational, their personal life, a transformation. Okay, because I help them to clarify their purpose, their passion, their vision, just like exactly I did through all these years, right? I've been doing this kind of a like self-understanding, the consciousness, the authenticity, the like a genuine kind of a self-discovery and consciousness, all this kind of combination together, and develop my abundance mindset. And through my vision board creation, through my abundance meditation and like activation, this kind of practice to cultivate the person to be a thought leader. And another side, to use practical strategies to help them, from their niche, from their offer, their brand, their content, their community, their system, and also their energy, right? This kind of practical strategies and steps to help them really launch a successful business and also stand out in the market. So this kind of combination, I feel like, wow, this like I feel like I'm unique. You barely can find another one in this world. The only one I would say, maybe like Tony Robbins and Dean Grossassi, that level, those top ones. But now because they have two huge community, they can never, like me, right? They can never, they cannot do like a go in depth, like a brick and mortar type of coaching and mentoring anymore. They cannot do that. So they have a big, huge community to serve. They hire other coaches and like consultants to serve their clients, but the quality is totally different, right? Compared with that. So I would say so far the mindset or the kind of the model, the business model similarly is like Tony Robbins, but I really go into that kind of from a high level also to the brick model level, so that you could have fully aligned soul and strategy aligned practice and coaching support. So that's why I witnessed my clients make all those kind of personal transformations and business breakthroughs. Feel super happy. So that's my blue ocean. And another example, for example, my clients, right, from traditional business. Let's say one example is let's say how we help them find their blue ocean. Okay, one example, for example, the person he's still like doing his master degree, I think, in a college in Germany, and in computer science, whatever. His interest is in, he's a German, but his interest is in learning Chinese language and also in public speaking. And through our coaching together, and I helped him to to launch his business, is focusing on not just teaching, like tutoring Chinese language as a coach, but also helping people use the language to speak and stand out as a speaker. Like it's like he called I forgot exactly the name. It's called like some like top speakers, that kind of club, help them also create that kind of community. So his program is cultivating people's language and turn language into their communication skills, and also like their competition, their confidence, and also their speaking leadership kind of a style. So that's a unique value he can provide from his passion, from his gifts, right? From his like experience and from his vision. So that's where we helped our clients create. And now it's like more modern business. For example, one of my clients, she's like a data scientist and she wants to have a like startup business. And but like we mentioned in AI, right? It's so super competitive. So she worried about all this competition, or also worried about the efficiency, the timing, or the performance, and feel like every day like AI is having new innovation and new development and the competition. She felt that kind of stress, right? That red ocean stress. So we helped her to think about how to find her blue ocean, find her niche, and how to, based on her purpose, her passion, and her strength, and also at the same time to find the problems that she can solve in the market. And we're still in this kind of process because it's like everything AI is like new, and we in this like clarifying the blue ocean, this niche area, and we're saying something like breakthroughs, and to see where specifically she's most interested and what kind of people she's like she loves to help, right? From those like your market who you want to love to help, and to the solutions, the problem and the solutions that is really like specifically you can express your best value, okay, and also at the same time match your purpose and match your vision. And so we are on that kind of a journey, but I could see that very positively, and she's at the edge of making all these kind of breakthroughs to find her blue ocean. And we just need more like market research and interviews to further clarify that clarity. Okay, the first stage of clarity is super important for all our entrepreneurs, right? You want first the clarity before you really engage into the business. Otherwise, like we said, the number one business killer is like you are not clear about your, either you call niche or you call like a blue ocean, right? If you are not clear about this, you will always meet that problem sooner or later in your business, in your entrepreneurship journey. You will meet this kind of challenge and a block. So you want to spend the beginning time to make it very clear and make yourself really like feel like this area I'm excited, and this can be sustainable area, like a blue ocean for me, wants to like swim into it for a long time, right? Maybe for me it's like for the rest of my life. I love the areas I'm engaging. I love the abundance, entrepreneurship and the thought leadership and coaching. And so you want to find such kind of blue ocean that you can create your impact and also legacy. Okay, so like for example, the data science we talked about, it's like initially all this kind of people with technical background, especially, right, like data scientists or those like IT people, they always focus on like technology, either data or AI or models, everything like that, right? They focus on that part, so they compete. That red ocean, everybody's compete. Oh, my data, or this kind of algorithm, and this kind of like structure, that kind of like tools, data tools, right? They focus on that part. But now the blue oceans, the concept or the strategy is like you need to get out of it. Okay, you need to get out of that box of what everyone else is competing for. You need to create new value and a new focus. Instead of, for example, instead of focusing on just data, you need think out of a box. There's a framework, by the way, the blue ocean strategy that has four words of a framework they talked about. Let's say it's called like eliminate. I remember it's eliminate, reduce, raise, and create. I think is that. Let me double check. Let me double check if I want to make sure the framework I introduced is correct. Yeah, I'm right. Actually, I have good memory. So eliminate, for example, how to eliminate anything. For example, it's like everybody else is doing, right? And reduce what is already like overused in the market, and raise something new. Raise the new values, and other people they do need, but they have not fully realized yet, right? And so then create in another area. And so for example, let me take example in the data. But here I do not want to share all this kind of like let's say confidential information, because that's some kind of unique angle. But still, I would say, even though we use a similar this kind of structure, I would still not worry too much about that any competition, because even though like let's say two data scientists who find me, right, if they want to create startups, the results will be quite different, and they will have their own blue ocean. You know why? Because everyone's their core is different. Everyone's expertise is different, even though in the same room, right? Everyone's life journey is different. And for example, one person accumulated experience in, let's say, real estate industry. Another person maybe accumulated experience in hedge fund industry. And some other ones maybe from consulting, right? It's totally different, so we do not need to worry about that. That's the beauty of the blue ocean, right? For example, like eliminate, you want to eliminate technical jargon, one of consulting projects, like because so many, like say, technical background people, they are focusing on consulting just like a project by project, right? Nothing is like accumulation together. And also you want to reduce over customized dashboards and manual reporting. Over customized, that will consume a lot of your time, right? And your things will not be systematic, and it will be scattered. You want to reduce that part as well. With what? With the business outcome accountability and decision confidence. Decision confidence. And that's actually, you need to transform the technical brain, technical mindset into more like a business world related. That's why I'm encouraging my clients. I say you need to explore the market. Do not just think from just like a technician or data scientist kind of like an angle. You need talk with your potential clients and think in their way and what's their bottom line strugglings, what's in their business world, in their operation world, right? What's their challenges, what's their problems. You need to do the interviews. That's why we're encouraging our clients to do that interviews and design their framework, design their questions, and how to ask those questions, right? And also, eventually you want to create what? You want to create, for example, business model now, like a subscription-based solutions will be ideal. Okay, subscription, that means you could have a residual income and you can get more values from the same customers, and that means like every customer's value to your business will be increased. Okay, and you can get a long-term customers. And also like for example, the decision intelligence platform or ROI improve related related to like those business managers or leaders, their decision making, how to increase the confidence, how to increase their let's say the intelligence in making that decision, and then that turned out to be like a measurable ROI, like a return of the investment, like that kind of a return, right? Like performance measurements. You want to have this. So do not, especially I want to tell technical people and people with specific like skills, do not just think in your little zone. Think more in a bigger picture about business and about people in the, like business decisions. What's their major concern? How? Even do not necessarily use AI. Okay, as long as if you can just use data models or data like tools to help them change their, let's say, to make them help them make better decisions, help them own better intelligence, help them own let's say better confidence. For example, now with AI we can have a more confidence, right, to be like an expert to provide consultation. But now the how to you leverage data related technology or tools, whatever, use that just as basic media or like ways to help them. Eventually your target is help them make better decisions and performance, right, and ROI measurement. So that's a fundamentals. Like I'm glad my clients, through her, I encourage her to do all this kind of networking, get out of her comfort zone, get out of her box to connect with other people, including especially business zone people. She heard those like that kind of a feedback time quite often. She said everybody's caring about ROI. If you only talk with technical people, nobody will talk about that, right? They will talk about this kind of a technical and that kind of a specific skills, and it's more like a technical, right? But if you talk, you get out of your comfort zone, get out of a business zone, you will see like a different area, right? People's concern is about the results, the performance, the efficiency, the measurement or ROI, like those baselines of business, for business to not just to survive and also thrive, right? And for to live for longer time, and even like grow their revenue or cut their like costs, all this kind of, they need intelligent tools, right, or models to help them make that decision. But the focus should be the decision, and should be the performance and ROI instead of just specific tools, right, or this kind of technology. And that's just a foundation. So you get the idea. So even like I mentioned, even you learn a similar thing, but if you have or you want a similar in an area of let's say startup or entrepreneurship, right? But like I mentioned, three example now, right? Mine and my two clients example, all different, but all based on our own personal kind of a unique journey, unique gifts, unique call, and unique vision that we can create our blue ocean. Okay, so in addition to that, four framework of eliminate and reduce, raise, and create. That's in the book of Blue Ocean Strategy. And here I also want to emphasize the three steps for how you can find your blue ocean. Okay, the first is really the clarity. Like I mentioned, the clarity. We help our clients, by the way, to use our niche model to find their sweet spot from their the three areas, their purpose, their passion, their gifts, and then their strengths and expertise, and then the market needs a segment, right? And to find out a combination, of sweet spot in the middle. That's the blue ocean as well. And also like a clarity, you want to fully understand yourself, really. Like for example, how would you define success, and for what kind of a job you most enjoy doing. Of course, as entrepreneurs, we do all kinds of jobs. A lot of jobs we may not necessarily enjoy, right? But eventually you'll find that they're all helpful for your personal growth and for your business growth. And so of course, eventually when you scale, you could leverage those parts you do not fully enjoy to other people, other experts, and focus more on your own sweet zone, right? But eventually, like at the beginning, you want to like really handle the comprehensive aspect of your business, and then that's the first step of clarity, right? To understand yourself, understand your niche and your blue ocean, and where you can create the unique value. Okay, and the second part is creativity. It's really how you can get out of your your comfort zone and your box, and also have your empower your imagination. How to have we have a brainstorming, so we have like all this kind of, we also use AI tool to help us during our coaching, and to help us to get different ideas and verify and to check and to do research, all this kind of thing, right? It's a very creative journey to help you find your blue ocean. And the third one is actually courage. The courage part is really like a let go. And sometimes people say, oh, this one I really want to hold it, right? And if the market is already, everybody's doing that, it's overcrowded, it's already red ocean. um, Even though you feel like, oh, this is so good area, it's so popular, if I let it go, sometimes you may need the courage to let it go, instead to find your unique value where you can create new demand. That needs courage, right? Then you take some like a risk, but it's calculated risk. It's not like a blind risk based on your clarity, based on your creativity, right? It's like it's based on like a really calculated risk. It's with certain foundation, right? So you know that taking this type of risk, you can create something unique in your blue ocean. And once you can build up, you may need some time to cultivate the market, and you need more efforts, almost like an educated market. But once you build it up, like a Tesla initially, right? Nobody wants to use like an electrical car. And now, for example, the nobody driving, no drivers, like that kind of the car, and majority of people still fear about it, right? Including myself. I'm not. I do not want to rely my life on those like no driver driving kind of a mode. But it's still like those those people, they dare to challenge this area. They still find a market, right? They find their initial blue ocean. So sometimes you need that gut, that kind of courage to challenge like a tradition, get out of a box. But for me, like for example, in my own zone, right, that like abundance universe, this kind of is a big vision and a big framework. And I'm also getting out of my comfort zone, because it looks like, wow, this is such a huge vision. I feel like by myself, it's like it's maybe taking me forever, some that kind of a, right, intimidated. But you need that courage still. This vision is beautiful, this vision is unique, this vision is calling me. So I need like also at the same time put my, like I tell my clients, put your eyes on the star and put your feet on the ground, right? You need to start from a baby steps and break down those big vision into like a set up like a big goal, and then smaller goals, and until like every day you just accomplish three things, right, that make you feel fulfilled. That's it. So every day if you accumulate You never know after 10 years how far you can go, right? So those 3 steps, okay? 3 steps: clarity, creativity, and courage, and will help you also get your blue ocean. So that's today's message. I hope you get inspired, and comment under video which one, for example, from the framework, eliminate, reduce, and raise, and create. Which part do you think this week you should focus on? And also for the clarity, creativity, and the courage one, where you think you need more, either encouragement or your self-discovery to find that better clarity, right? And we are here to support you. Feel free to comment under video and where you need support or where is your aha moment, what's your takeaway. We would love to read and also support you and get in touch with you. And feel free, and by the way, we have in the post, we will also share our masterclass that you could have accelerated access with a very minimum affordable price, right? Special offer for you. And also we have the free consultation if you're ready to launch your purposeful, profitable business within 90 days, right? And now with the AI support, we sometimes even faster, from 30 days to 90 days, our clients launch their unique business and their blue ocean business. So we are here to support you. You have all these tools, and I have great coaches here to support you. And we have the, we are here by our mission to support you to create your abundant business. Okay, not just one business, but abundant business where you thrive personally and also your business thrive as well, to combine to bridge your soul and the strategies that you can practice and put your dream into reality. All right, we will talk with you soon and wish you keep this momentum and create things that you are called to create. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.